Hi, I'm Richard, I'm the editor of Blitz, and today I'm here with...
I'm Ben, I'm one of the founders of Kanye Society.
And I'm Samin, and I'm also one of the founders of Kanye Society.
Sweet. So, tell me about the genesis of the idea of Kanye Sock.
Oh, Samin, do you want to go first and kind of start?
I mean, it was kind of like a random thought I had, I guess. I found out that Macquarie had a Kanye Society, and I was like, oh jeez, I really want one. And I'm like, constantly doubting, is UNSW the right uni for me? Legit. That's legit what I had. So I asked one of my friends, hey, yo, what should I do if there's a Kanye Society in Macquarie and not a UNSW? And he's like, go build one, go make one. I was like, alright, fine. So randomly, it wasn't even a well thought out thought. I was just on Facebook. I was like, you know what? Petition to start a Kanye Society, because why not? And I wasn't expecting like all the reactions that I got. It was so hyped. Like,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Yeah, so like, me and like the other two on here, Cam and Jack, we had like started planning and we had like emailed Ark and stuff. So it was kind of like basically the same time. Like we had started like a week before, then Samin posted on his Facebook and it got like 600 reactions. Like we were like, what the and then we like basically just messaged him saying, hey bro, we're like founding it. Do you want to like help with us? And he's like, yeah, okay. And so we've all been working on it kind of together since then. We made the group and we've done like a bunch of like admin stuff. And it's been like so weird because we never thought it was going to happen. It sounded like Samin didn't think it was actually going to take off. And we kind of combined forces and it kind of worked from there.
Yeah, it just worked.
Yeah.
It just worked. I don't know.
That's amazing. I didn't even realize that. There's a backstory
Yeah.
here, okay.
This is the law.
So, what is it about Kanye specifically that you found that there needed to be a society about him?
Do you want to go first?
I mean, his music is amazing, and I love his personality. It's just that I don't care attitude, and like his politics, his memes, the memes about him. It's just so funny. It's just what makes him a great person and a great musician, honestly.
Yeah, Kanye's just a huge character. Like I can't, off the top of my head, it's like only maybe Donald Trump is like a bigger character than Kanye. Kanye is just a character. He has so many funny quotables. His music's like obviously pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Politics, I don't know, but as a person, he's like, I don't know, he's had like a huge evolution, and like in music, he's probably one of, if not the biggest characters. So from there, we kind of thought that he kind of deserved his own little society.
Well, going on to politics, what did you think about his run for president last year?
Yeah, that was like fueled by a lot of different things, and like obviously that kind of crashed and burned in a lot of different ways. I didn't follow it like extremely closely, but from what I can tell, it seems like it was like kind of almost a byproduct of like a lot of the mental illness stuff that he was kind of dealing with at the time, and like still is to this day. Would I have voted for Kanye? I don't know. Maybe if I. I don't know. I feel like as president, would Kanye have been a good president? Again, I don't know. I feel like Biden probably was the man for the job, but it would have been funny, in my view.
Is the society a meme, or is it real?
So the society, honestly, started off as a meme. Now it's probably a hybrid of both. Like the society cover is literally just white Kanye, like the Facebook
Yeah.
page, which I thought of that myself. I engineered that. Honestly, I think it's gonna be there to stay if I've got my way. But I think it's gonna be, if we have my vision of the society, it would be like a mix. You know, we wouldn't be like super Kanye True Bloods only. You know, this is the album ranking. If you disagree, just leave. Like it's just gonna be a bit of fun.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I kind of wanted a place where I could just meet up with people who appreciated the same kind of music. And Kanye is just an incredible character, honestly. So why not, you know? Why not just build a society out of nowhere?
Sweet. Yeah, sweet. Okay. So, the society has received a lot of good attention on UNSW discussion group. Why do you think that is?
I think it's because literally everyone agrees that Kanye is the best. No, but seriously though, like everyone that I've seen that have come onto our page and onto our chat, they just post memes about Kanye and just generally love Kanye's music. Like honestly, the amount of appreciation that we got, the amount of appreciation for Kanye's music and his character was incredible. Like I did a poll about last week I think, and I went through the polls. Mostly everyone was like, oh, it's just to appreciate Kanye and his music. Really, it was fantastic to see, I guess.
Yeah, Kanye's just like obviously again like a huge character in hip hop. Pretty much everyone who likes hip hop probably started off through like liking Kanye or like a few other musicians, but like
Yeah.
Kanye is like probably one of the main hip hop people, and like he's got like a certain wholesomeness to him. I don't know. He's a bit of a
Is he a
creep.
role model to you?
Personally, in some aspects, maybe. In some aspects, probably not. But I think he's just. It's more that he's just got this little wholesome like characteristic to him, especially in his like early days, right? It's probably continued a bit to now. Obviously, he kind of had the megalomaniac phase, which was really interesting. And then from like his roots, he was just like, you know, hey mom. He's a guy who loves his mom and he wants to make hip hop music. It's really sweet.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. What are your personal favorite Kanye albums? And maybe lyrics. Maybe rap a lyric,
Oh
please.
no! Oh no! No.
I could go first if you want
I
some
mean, my best lyrics are probably inappropriate, very inappropriate.
Mm, could you bleep them out? Or is it just all bad lyrics?
There's this one from this song called All Mine, and the best line, it's probably one of the best lines I've ever heard. It goes like this: I love your bleep, because I can focus on two things at once.
no.
That one was so good.
Why do you think the lyric is that powerful?
It's just funny. I don't know. Kanye is like a character. He expresses his character through his music as well.
Right.
He's like weird and tacky, but also pretty soulful as well. And it's like a blend. It's like, I don't know. He has a blend of emotions throughout his albums and his music in general.
I think that lyric specifically also kind of connects with a lot of people because there is like a common love for female genitalia. Resonates.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But
Yeah.
personally, I love Yeezus. It's my favorite album. I love all his albums. And favorite lyric, I'm a god. I am a god.
I'm a
times
god.
20.
Okay. All right. Do you guys want to rank your favorite albums?
Sure.
Just go through them.
Like through them in like in terms of chronological order or like
Rank top to best to worst. You think?
on the spot. Yeezus, Kids See Ghosts. Oh, I love Kids See Ghosts. That's like the only album I own physically. I don't even have a record player. I think it was like super on sale. And I was like, oh, I love Kids See Ghosts. I have to get it.
Do you like the poster art?
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
What is this like Murakami?
Yeah,
I think?
Murakami.
Yeah, I think that there was like a Japanese exhibition in Australia
Yeah.
recently.
Japan Supernatural. Yeah.
Yeah, he had like a thing on that. We went to it. It was sick. But then
Yeah.
I think he went out of business recently as well, which like kind of sucks.
Really.
Yeah, from like COVID and all that. But like, yeah, it's kind of so there's that, and then third, like late registration, graduation, and then probably my least favorite is like Jesus is King. I feel like a lot of people kind of have that view.
Right. Yeah.
Do you disagree?
What do you think about Jesus is King?
I mean,
his latest
no,
work.
I mean, I don't disagree. It's just, yeah, I don't disagree. But for me, I guess, when I listen to a song, I tend to like repeat it to the point where it gets really boring, but I still keep on repeating it. So I haven't listened to all of his albums, but from the top of my head, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
Saint Pablo, The Life of Pablo, I mean,
Yeah.
the same.
Saint Pablo is a
Saint
classic
Pablo,
song, though.
classic
Oh my
song.
god.
Life of Pablo. I love Graduation. I love Yeezus. If I would rank them, MBDTF, Yeezus, The Life of Pablo, and Graduation. And I've tried to listen to his older songs, so like Late Registration, College Dropout. They've got some pretty good bangers.
Sweet.
He's like so flexible as well, right? Like he started off with that sort of like soul R&B, then he's progressed to like whatever the fuck he was. And then he went on to do like gospel music again. Like he's probably like one of the, if not the most like versatile artists. Also, no one talks about 808s. Like 808s.
808s,
Yeah.
I
That,
forgot
like-
about that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I hated like when I first started getting into Kanye, like I don't know, when I was like in year like 6 or 7. I hated 808s. I thought it was boring. Like I just never listened to it. When I like started getting more into high school, 808s was like one of my favorite albums, and it still kind of is, honestly. It's just like such like a different sort of like take on like music. Obviously, it like started an entire genre, right? Like it influenced like basically every single cloud rapper, right? Basically like started Kanye's career. There's like so much shit that like influenced.
Yeah. So, what other artists do you like, and do you think Kanye stock will broaden out into just hip hop in general rather than just Kanye?
Yeah, so like obviously Kanye was influenced by a lot of people and he has a lot of influences, like basically the entire genre at this point to some extent has been influenced by Kanye. I think that there's definitely a lot of room to expand into Kanye's influences and like who he's been influencing and people like part of Good Music, all that sort of thing, who he's like worked together with and collaborated with. Obviously Kid Cudi is probably one of the biggest, but then his influence can kind of be traced to a lot of different characters, right? Like even like 6ix9ine, Trippie Redd to some extent have been influenced by Kanye, and like recently in hip hop, like there's like all like like Yandi is still getting a lot of like remixes and like fan stuff, which is like obviously the fandom of like Kanye is really helping keep like his sort of like music alive, even though he's not like releasing stuff. And like he's had all these like, yeah, I'm gonna release this album in X amount of time and just like forgets about it, but there's still like stuff that he's still working on it. But I don't know, in terms of like what artists I've been like listening to recently, like all of the Trippie Redd leaks from like he's got a new album coming up. I don't usually listen to Trippie Redd, but like oh my god, these new leaks are really good. They're like all on his Instagram and stuff. I don't know. I like a lot of hip hop, but like.
What about you?
I mean, I do like a lot of hip hop as well, I guess. Other than Kanye, I like Eminem. I like Drake. Don't cancel.
No.
Okay,
It's all good. It's all good. I listen to Drake too.
Alright. Who else do I listen to? I listen to a variety of artists. I also listen to different genres as well. So it can be pop. MGK's new album. I remember that.
Oh,
That was a banger. Bloody Valentine. That was amazing. I guess I'm more broad with what I listen to, but I do listen to a lot of hip hop.
Alright, nice. So when do you think Donda is coming out?
Ooh.
I think there was an article that he's been like working on it again. Honestly, at this point with Kanye's like release schedule, we don't even. That's like probably just like not true.
Next 10 years maybe?
Kanye's been pretty good. If we exclude the past like 3 years, he's been pretty good with releasing music consistently. I feel like he probably has surely something coming this year.
Have you seen his Twitter feed? How he keeps trying to say he's gonna release an album but never does.
Yeah, there was the thing with Yandi where he literally released like Hurricane, like the snippet for Hurricane. He released like a trailer for the album, and it just never came out. It was meant to come out like. And Donda as well. He was like hyping Donda up, never came out. He's been like those other albums that have just been scrapped, like TurboGrafx and like all that stuff. We're trying to say like TurboGrafx is such a good album. It just never dropped. Like Can't Look in My Eyes is one of my favorite songs of all time. Never came out, but I would assume he's coming up with something this year. Like hopefully, we
Yeah.
can only hope. There's no way we can know.
What do you feel about him not swearing in any of his music anymore? He's a good Christian now.
Ooh. Damn. He changed a lot from I Love It, I guess. Like, I remember him talking about I Love It and how he regretted singing that. And so, in a way, he kind of lost what was his, fire, I guess. Because the swearing kind of made it pretty cool as well.
Alright, okay.
I Love It was just such a funny music video. That's the main thing I'm doing. I Love It. The Roblox shit, that's... No, but like, in terms of the swearing thing, I think like, he can represent what he wants to represent. I mean, I don't really care if his album is swearing in it or not. Like, I think it's interesting that he's moving in that direction where like, not many other artists are. I think that's cool, but like, I don't know, I think he can definitely do like better things than like Jesus is King with his sort of like gospel music takes. Like there's like other versions of songs on that album which were like a lot more like refined and better than what actually was on it. And like he has been like producing with a lot of other people, like I don't really mind that he doesn't swear. It doesn't really bother me.
Okay, yeah, fair. So, what are the plans for the future of Kanye's song?
So I've had like a lot of like out there like funny ideas. I had an idea that because I do debating, we could have like a proper structured debate and have like Kanye topics. That could be really funny.
Yeah, that was one of the suggestions.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah. And then like also having like a sort of like an actual formal night where it's like everyone comes up like fully in formal dress. I was talking to this to my friends as well, and like they were like, that would be sick. I like listen to the entire movie. That's so fancy. That'd be so sick. Just like also generally like I don't know, like a movie night watching like the Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan podcast. That could be so good. There's a lot of potential in that. And there's also like the I think Kanye released a movie with Yeezus. Honestly, haven't seen it, but like it could be a go. There's like the Kanye is such a broad concept. There are just so many wacky and weird things we could incorporate into it. That's just like the iceberg, really.
I guess parties are definitely a thing. Definitely.
Sweet.
Like, I mean, parties are probably what's keeping the society going.
Yeah.
And we had contacts with the president of Macquarie Kanye Society as well. He just came up to me and he's like, "Yo, we should link up."
Yeah, he asked us if we want to have like an end of semester like Kanye Society merging party where it's like both of our societies like
between Macquarie and Unistopian.
Yeah.
Do you think there could be possibly a national Kanye Society for all university students?
Not even just university students. If we can expand to like everyone, that'd be great. If we could, if the Parliament House could get involved. Kanye West
Political party.
The Kanye West. What was Kanye's party called? Like the birthday party. It's so funny. I don't know. Like, honestly, probably a good idea. The feasibility, I don't know. But in principle.
If you would meet Kanye, ever, what would you say to him?
I love you, and I love how you made that bitch famous.
What about you? What about you?
I don't know, like hi.
Come on, you gotta say more than that.
I don't know, depending on the time of day, like good morning, good afternoon.
Anything
Come
after
on,
that?
it's
After
Kanye.
the greeting?
After the grading, we might like move on to like more interesting economic and political discussion about nuances of the American political system. I don't know, he might have some interesting takes on that, as we've seen in the past.
Maybe.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
Is that the spicy question?
One last question.
Ooh.
Who was in Paris?
No.
Oh no.
Can you answer that?
Gentlemen?
Fine gentleman with a lot of melanin.
Oh.